Hey, how's it going everyone? Here with the exclusive Goku. We've got the US and the Japan actually released finally after a few years. So these are the shipper boxes. So yeah, well, let's just pop them out of these so we can get a close look at the actual box. Okay, so here we go. These are the two releases for the Son Goku Ultra Instinct Sign event exclusive release. Now, there's been photos of this one floating around online for a while because it has actually come out already a few months ago. I'll go over that in a moment. And a lot of people see the white box and they think, hey, a retail release, yes, can finally get it. Unfortunately, no, it is a exclusive, but it's the Japan event exclusive release. Now, the original one here was released, I think it was 2020 SDCC, and then it also got the usual, I think, like Taiwan, Europe, basically everywhere except for Japan release. The one that I have here originally came from Taiwan, so that's where I got it from eBay at the time, I believe it was. So yeah, it's got the sticker there, or at least it was imported to Taiwan. Anyway, that part does not really matter, but moving over to the new one here, which is the white box. So this is not retail release, it is the exclusive edition for Japan. Now, last year when the brand new Tokyo showroom opened up, they had the release for this version of the figure as a exclusive. Now, the way to get it though, in Japan there is a Club Tamashii, and if you spend an absolute crap ton of money, you get a real high rank. And if you had that high rank, you could just buy it straight out. If you didn't have that top rank, had any one of the other 4 ones, you had to enter a lottery. Unfortunately, I didn't win that first wave, but after the event, they had another second lottery where I did actually win the chance to buy, and it just shipped out this week in Japan, about another 6 or so months later. Kind of similar to the second wave for the American event exclusive releases when they do it on Premium Bundle. So yeah, overall exactly the same figure, but we'll pop it out and we can get a closer look at a comparison, see if there is any subtle differences or not. So overall I won't be a full in-depth review for this, but it's just mainly just point out that this one is a Japan exclusive, because everyone asks, can they easily buy it? What is the difference? Same with the original Blue Gi Goku. That was a SDCC release in the USA, and then World Tour for other regions, but in Japan it did not get released until a few years later, where it was released at the Tamashii Nations event from Premium Bundle as an event exclusive, and again it went to a white box, opposed to the usual kind of duotone American or overseas event exclusive box designs. So I'll chuck a link for that one there in the comments below if you want to check it out, because there's always questions about that one there. Though in that release there was a subtle difference, where the Japan release came with one less tail. I think that was all the difference there. So, but this time it is exactly the same. So anyway, let's pop them both out and we can get a close look at those accessories. So on the left here we have the original release. You can tell the difference between the figures because mine has a tiny blue dot on his crotch, which drives me nuts. So I'm very happy to get the Japan release here, which is on the right. And as we can see, exactly the same amount of accessories that he comes with. We've got the screaming face on both, the teeth gritting, the eyes closed contemplating with that subtle frown look on the body itself. And then we've got the martial arts grip, the one for doing its Kamehameha, and then the finger spread hands there. And then obviously we got the closed fist on the body itself. So yeah, so far exactly the same. So the only difference we may see in these figures is maybe a subtle difference in the colouring or anything like that. So let's pop them out and put them on the turntable so we can get a closer look. Okay, so as they spin on the turntable here, this one here is the original release, with the one on the back coming around now being the Japan exclusive release. Now looking at both of these straight away, unless you're looking super close, I don't think you'll notice any difference, and it could just be a subtle difference from figure to figure, from where the application was applied in the factory. Now so far the only real difference that I have noticed is on the brand new Japan Goku, the weathering on the upper thigh hip area is a little bit lighter compared to the original release, which as we'll come around here now is a lot darker, though this could be something that will subtly change from figure to figure. Besides that, the colouring of the blue, the hair, the face printing and the skin tones, at least to my eyes, they all look exactly the same. And everything else on the figures I believe match up with each other. So no matter which one you get, you're getting essentially the same figure. So unless you're really hard up about collecting each individual unique box design, if you have the original one, you don't really need to go out of your way to pick up the Japan one, because it is going to be hard to get since it was only sold on lottery here. So the only real way is buying from scalpers or resellers. Now, if you are picking up one loose and you want to know how can you tell which one is which, actually on the bottom here we have the different codes. I'm not sure how much has changed from figure to figure, but the original release one has a BS, it might be a little bit hard to see. So the original there is a BST, and then the number there is a 2492385 with kind of a diamond shape. Whereas the new one just has the was it B/ST, then a 2625191 and then 3 dots. So different coding there underneath. I think that probably just distinguishes which batch is made. So I'm not sure how much that will change even within the same release or not. I've never paid too much attention. So if you are familiar with those codes, drop a comment below in case that is the best way that you can tell the figures apart if you are picking up a loose one. Now there are some bootlegs floating around for this figure, for actual proper bootleg ones. And there's third party unofficial figures as well. So do keep that in mind if you are picking up ones without a box. There are a lot of lesser quality figures out there, so do be careful. He's definitely one of those sought after figures due to the blue shirt. So hopefully we do get a more generic release in the near future. Now overall for articulation on these figures, I mean, I don't think need to go into too much detail here, because same as just about all the other 2.0 figures, everything is pretty standard and a little bit restricted in some areas, but he does have some nice motion on those legs, and same with those elbow joints. Now the shoulders, not too bad. It would be nice if there's a bit more of a curve there to get around further for easier Kamehameha posing like with the 3.0 figures, but being the 2.0 body type, it's basically everything that you would expect is the same. Overall, still a lovely looking figure. I love the colours, and especially that blue shirt. Now if you have any good suggestions on Super Saiyan heads or base heads that match well with the skin that you can switch over with this body, please do let me know. I'd definitely love to pose these guys with a non-Saiyan head. Not exactly my favourite form, just want that blue shirt body with a Super Saiyan head, or even a base form head would be really badass. But yeah, that's it for this video. Just something short and sweet to point out the main differences from these two figures. And coming later this month we do have Gamma 1 and 2. So yeah, be sure to check out that review video next weekend, I believe. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I should say, if you do want to check out photos of these figures, jump on Rockchala.com. There'll be some at the end of this video as well, and on Instagram, so you can definitely check those out in a bit more detail if you want. But yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, cheers!